Here's a public service announcement to any football fan who wants to support Liverpool. It's not for the weak of heart. You are going to have a workout without going to the gym supporting Liverpool. Because this club will take you on a roller coaster ride for 2 hours and somehow leave you wanting more. No question about it. Newcastle 2, Liverpool 3. Because it's Singapore time, 3 a.m. when the match started, I was fast asleep because I have to work in the morning. So I got up at 5 a.m. this in the morning because my alarm sounded. And when my alarm sounded, one of the first things I did was check the ESPN app because I thought it would be full time by then. And the score read Newcastle 2, Liverpool 2, and it was into stoppage time. I quickly took a look at who scored. It was for Liverpool was Ryan Gravenberch, welcome back, and Hugo Ekitike. He scored again, but Newcastle fought back with 2 goals. I think Guimaraes scored the first one, and one of the new signings, I think, he scored on the 80th minute. It's kind of like the theme of the season, isn't it? So, with the match going to stoppage time, I thought, what the heck, let's just watch the final minutes of the game. So I just turned my phone on and go to a streaming service. And what did I see? The build-up to the winner. Scored by Rio Ngumoha. And I have to say, it was a it was quite a fluid move. As I recall, Gravenberch won the ball. You could have said he was fouled then, but the referee gave the advantage to play on, so the ball landed to, I think it was Conor Bradley, and then Conor Bradley cut it into the middle for Chiesa. And to Chiesa's credit, instead of shooting the ball, he passes it to the right for Salah. Salah squares the ball to Dominic Szoboszlai, who was in the middle, and no one would blame Szoboszlai if he took the shot. But because Newcastle was a man down because of Anthony Gordon's red card, which I'll get to in a minute, somehow Szoboszlai kind of knew that Ngumoha was behind him and there was nobody marking him. Free man. So what did Szoboszlai do? Nutmeg himself. Salah squares the ball. Szoboszlai goes, Ngumoha's behind me. Okay, he'll take it. He can have it. Zoop. Pass it through his legs. Ngumoha, free man. The spare man, if you will. Nobody marking him. Boom. One shot. And what a beauty it was. So those were the first minutes of me waking up at 5 a.m. and watching the winning goal. Obviously I was still a little woozy and sleepy, but I was celebrating. But that's what being a Liverpool fan is all about, man. You go through all the highs, you go through all the lows. A week ago was Bournemouth visiting Anfield, 2-0 up, back to 2, equalized to 2-2 because of Antoine Semenyo. And then Chiesa scored and I was like celebrating, and Salah scored and I was celebrating. This time around is Rio Ngumoha. And as a result, Liverpool, I guess you can, no, it wasn't a smash and grab, it was really a last minute thriller. 3-2, we win, and we can celebrate, or at least Rio Ngumoha can celebrate, and we can breathe a sigh of relief. And now we can put this behind us because Arsenal's coming up next. But before I get to Arsenal, let me just address quickly the red card from Anthony Gordon. I've watched the highlights after the match aired, and the tackle from Anthony Gordon was definitely a straight red card. objectively speaking, it was a straight red card. How can you put your studs on Virgil van Dijk's calf muscle? If you go to social media and you see the mark on Van Dijk's calf after the tackle, it's 2 straight lines on his calf from Anthony Gordon's boots. That's a straight red, no question about it. All right, so one could make the case that if Anthony Gordon was still in a match, then Liverpool might not even win 3-2. They might even lose 3-2. It's a legitimate case. I can understand it, but that's what happens, man. You know, if you lose your head, you get red carded. The chances of you even getting a draw is difficult. You know, so I hope Newcastle learns from this. On our side, we have to learn from this as well, because to be fair, even watching the highlights of the game, Newcastle were the more dominant team. They had more shots than us. Think about that for a second. They had more shots than us. Yes, we were more clinical, but they had more shots, and they fought back from 10 men. And I look at the goals that they scored through the highlights, of course. And to be honest, I think we could have done a lot better than that. I think it was a careless goal. I'll put it this way: they were either careless goals, or I think Alisson could have done a better job. I'm not slagging our defense, but I think they could do better. I think Alisson could have done better. I think Konate could have done better, and they need to, because Arsenal's coming up next. You know, and even though Arsenal is going to come to Anfield missing Bukayo Saka, this time around, if you're an Arsenal fan, I don't think you're going to worry, because even if Saka is gone, or even if Saka can't make it to Anfield, you have a striker now. You have a striker. You have a sniper. All the Arsenal fans calling him Glockeres. Oh boy, not hard to see why. Scoring 2 goals in his home debut against Leeds. You know, I can foresee that the game coming up at Anfield is it could be a scoring contest. Well, I can't say scoring contest, but it'll be a shootout between Gyökeres and Ekitike. Easily. So Van Dijk, Konate, and Alisson, they have to be on their toes. Even though Saka is not most likely not playing, that doesn't mean that Kirkis is going to have a field day. You know, Kirkis has to be on his toes as well. On the left side, you know, I think probably Eze is going to go against. I don't think he's going to go against Conor Bradley. He'll probably go against Dominic Szoboszlai again, because Szoboszlai played right back for us today. Chances are, because Frimpong is injured, I don't think Arne Slot is going to risk Conor Bradley. So I think Dominic Szoboszlai is going to play right back again. And him against Eze, I don't like the odds. Although I would say Szoboszlai, he can be the engine. I think he'll work hard. So I know he'll do his best to contain Eze. And then our front three, man, I think it's going to be the same front three: Gakpo, Ekitike, and Salah. And Wirtz is going to have to handle the likes of Declan Rice and Zubimendi. People say that his performance against Newcastle is not good tonight. If that's the case, then I wonder how he's going to go up against Rice and Zubimendi. You know, he's going to have to be able to find pockets of space. He's good at that. So, but he has to find the pockets of space. So, I don't know how this is going to go, but that's for this coming weekend. You know, so but for now, we celebrate. We are relieved that at the end of the day, at St James's Park, it's Newcastle 2 and Liverpool 3. 2 wins out of 2. We're in 3rd place, level on points with Tottenham and Arsenal. So, you know, today is Rio Ngumoha's day. So, Rio. You know, congratulations to Liverpool, commiserations to Newcastle, and I'll see you in the next video.